Every time I think this world can't freak me out anymore, it says hold my beer. Y'all, they got this thing called the Reborn doll. And it's been out, I think, for a little minute, for at least a year, but I just found out about this thing, and it is the creepiest, most demonic thing that I have ever seen. And we're going to talk about it today.
Please tell me y'all have seen the videos of that lady with them 2 baby dolls and she acting like they real kids in the backseat of her car. Yes, y'all, I think this lady done lost her rabbit mind. This lady, the video starts with her in the car. She's driving, or she's parked at this point, and she's saying that she got the kids 2 Happy Meals from McDonald's, and she starts passing the Happy Meals to the back seat. And she said one on one of their laps. The other one is sitting directly behind her. So you can't see that doll baby behind her. But then she starts to talk about she's not sure what toy is going to be in the Happy Meal. And she hoped they're both the same or whatever. I guess so the girls don't start fighting or whatever. She then, it seems weird, but then she's like, well, I'm going to get in the back seat with them. I'm like, why the hell is she getting in the back seat? So she climbs over the console, sits in between their car seats, in the middle seat, in the back seat. And then she was like, yeah, it's not enough room. Let me just put them in the front. So I'm zoning in on a baby doll that's in camera, the baby that's in camera view. And I'm like, damn, why is she just sitting there like this? So I'm like, that's strange. And then when she took it out of the car seat and put it in the front seat, I'm like, that's a damn doll. Like, what the hell is going on? The lady ultimately brings both dolls to the front of the car so that she can film them eating their McDonald's. And why she got the nerve to add voiceover? So she's talking to them like they're human beings, and she's asking them what kind of toy it is, and they say the name of the toy. So she got voiceovers that come in her edited videos that gives the appearance that the dolls are freaking talking to her. Like, this mess is crazy. I'm about to tag her in my comments, and I'm going to also repost this video. But y'all go watch these daggone videos and come back and let's talk about it, because this ain't right. This is not right at all. Go watch it, come back, and let's talk about it, because this is some foolery at its finest.
Y'all remember Chucky? You know, it's things like this that are very disconcerting about the mental state of the world. And as I was observing these so-called lifelike dolls, these reborn dolls, I noticed that they were, clearly the women that were holding them had something wrong with them. It's something that you can just pick up in the atmosphere, that there is something deeply, deeply wrong. Now, the scriptures tell us that we shall have no other gods before the Most High. And for one thing, for me, and everybody may not be on this tip, but we generally kept dolls away from our children because of the reality that these toys are created to look like humans, and they can send a false message to the children about what human nature is. To me, it's forming something in the image of man. And so I never really got down with the whole doll thing. When I was a kid, I had a doll named Mikey, and I did like that doll named Mikey. But when I came into the understanding of truth, I realized that this is something that can become an idol. Get it? Idol. So seeing these women, nursing and holding on to these lifelike AI creations in silicone, it gives a creep value that is beyond belief for me.
Stitch this if you're a black woman with a weird hobby. My hobby is I don't collect, I just started, but I really like dolls. And I've always liked dolls ever since I was like a little girl. Dolls and babies are my thing, okay? And so I found out about Reborn dolls a few years ago. And to be honest, I was obsessed, but I couldn't afford them back then. But now that I can, I collect dolls.
So wicked! Thank you! You're welcome! You're welcome. You got your baby. She's so pretty! She's so pretty, Mom. She's so...
She's the scariest TikToker ever, and this is why.
Many of you will know me as the girl who takes heads off babies. This is one of my reborns that I'm making at the moment.
Ever heard of someone collecting hyper-realistic baby dolls? Not the kind your little cousin plays with, but dolls so detailed they could fool you into thinking they're the real deal. That's the world of Jess, a woman with a passion so unique it might raise an eyebrow or two. Now, Jess isn't some creepy doll lady living in a cobweb-filled basement. She's actually a nice woman in her late 20s, full of life with a surprising artistic side. Her love affair with these reborn dolls, as they're called, started a few years back, when she and her husband were thinking about starting a family. Apparently, there were doubts whether or not to start the family of their own, and these incredibly realistic babies, all 13 of them, crafted to look like newborns with soft skin, wispy eyelashes, even tiny, perfectly painted fingernails became their practice babies. Jess learned swaddling techniques, memorized feeding schedules, and even mastered the delicate art of pretend diaper changes. They brought a surprising amount of joy, a little piece of parenthood without the sleepless nights and endless cries. But Jess's connection to these dolls went deeper than just practice. For her, these weren't just toys. They were works of art, capturing the innocence of a newborn baby.
I keep a general level of the same, but sometimes you just come across a doll and fall in love with it, and that's happened several times this year already.
So what started as a way to prepare for parenthood blossomed into a full-blown passion. Jess's home studio became a haven for reborn dolls.
And during the pandemic, I got really, really lonely. I was spending maybe 10 hours of the day on my own, which I have never done in my entire life.
She started creating her own dolls, pouring all that practice and love for these hyper-realistic figures into her work. She would spend hours perfecting the skin tone, hand painting those tiny features that made them look so real, even carefully rooting soft, realistic hair. Now, some might find it a little strange, even unsettling, to have all these dolls in their house. They're so realistic it can be a bit shaking. But for Jess, it's the process of bringing these tiny figures to life that fuels her passion. But her love for reborn dolls goes beyond just creating them. Jess turned this passion into a part-time job, a way to give back to the reborn doll community. She started selling her creations online, finding new homes for these little ones. Each doll comes with a carefully curated set of accessories, tiny clothes, baby carrier, even a birth certificate. It's like adopting a miniature piece of parenthood. The process of buying and selling reborn dolls is a fascinating one. Jess spends a lot of time communicating with potential buyers, understanding their needs and preferences. Sometimes it's a collector looking to add to their unique collection. Other times it might be someone who had lost a child or can't have children themselves. These dolls offer a sense of comfort, a way to fill a void in their lives. Jess is always careful to be upfront about the doll's nature. They're not toys for children. They're delicate works of art meant to be cherished by adults. But for those who connect with them on a deeper level, these dolls can be a source of immense joy and emotional support.
Do y'all see what I'm saying? This creepy obsession with making lifelike dolls. And I know that this is not new in the sense that there are dolls that were created to help actually push teenagers away from early motherhood without being married. I know that they have those, but this is a whole different beast. This is like a worshipful type thing that these women are finding themselves in. And I personally think, just like when I see with the Labubu doll that I talked to y'all about, that these things are actually filled with demons. I mean, you can't convince me that these bodies that have been prepared do not have demons inhabiting them, if you will. And I know some people will think I'm taking it too far, but why do they appear so creepy? Why is it that they're so creepy? Ask yourself that question. So, yeah, I just think that this is really a wild state in the world that we're living in, where the mental health of the populace has gone in the trash can, and they need some serious deliverance. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you buy one of these lifelike reborn dolls? Would you buy it for yourself or someone else? Do you think that this is a problem when it comes to the Most High and when it comes to putting other gods before him? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell on your right so you can get all of my latest updates. And until next time, y'all, be resilient in this really wild and crazy world. Continue to be resilient. Y'all bless.
Your feet, 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 your feet.